this very muscle that you have really honed and crafted in coaching people to do so that you are being unmessable with in that context. So tell us a little bit more about that in action. You started down the path, you talk about, okay, you have to identify the red flags, and you're creating this context for who you need to be. It sounded almost like in your example, it was like this, like that, magic, right? Is it really like that for most people?
It was like that, but I had, 25 years of exercising the muscle of my word, being able to create. And that's one of the critical elements here, because if you're somebody who doesn't honor your word, like you say you're going to do things and then you don't do them, or whatever it is, most people, it's a higher likelihood. If like you promise me you're going to meet me, you're going to most likely do it. But most people have a weaker relationship to the word they give to themselves. And they don't even relate to it as a promise or a word. They just say, well, I'm just not going to fight with my mother anymore. But then they're in the heat of the moment and they go there because it doesn't exist for them like, I promise not to cheat on you kind of promise,
Yes.
And people end up justifying not keeping their word based on what they gave their word to, not the word itself. And that's something I have been developing for 40 years now. And when I say I'm going to be loving and appreciative, I can actually rely on my muscle with that. I am not going to do that other thing anymore. That's why I've had 5 fights with my husband over 30 years.
Yeah.
Not because he's so great. He is so great, but that's not why. Trust me.
Right. That